Hello everyone, it is Thalon McRom, and we're back in Project Zomboid with both Fisk, getting ready to start our journey out. I think, since we found the van and we have some gas, I think it's time we start loading up the van with all the things we're going to need to go out into the wilds and carve ourselves a safe place away from the zombie hordes. So let's get started. So let's see here. Grab that, grab the rope, grab sewing kit. I'm going to grab this knife, the file, the saw definitely needs to go with us. We'll also take this knife. This carpentry chisel definitely needs to go with us. Oh, okay. Didn't get it there for a second. Alright, the file. The box trap. We'll have to carry that down another load. There we go. Oh, screwdriver. Because basically I'm going to offload a lot of these tools into our van. There we go. Just throw this in our inventory. Alright, let's go get this stuff offloaded. Hopefully there's no zombies about to cause problems. Not seeing any. But you can never be too sure. Yep, we know it's starting to smell bad. So let's go into here and let's grab all of this. We're going to throw all of that into here. Yeah, once we offload all of that into the van, we're going to have to go see about getting some more gas here soon. There's a couple other things we also want for the van. I'll throw this duct tape in here as well. There we go. Alright. I think we've gotten most of the tools we want out of here. This welding mask could be useful. Alright, here we go. This is one of the things we definitely are going to want. We're going to take sleeping bags. We're going to take the canteen on us. That's going to replace our... We'll also take that compass, the hunting knife, the tent. Take these stakes, rope, and you know what, we'll take this cheap sleeping bag as well. Just because that could be also really good. That's part of the reason I kind of hung out at this house, was to get these things. Because I knew if we wanted to make a nice long-term run out into the forest and kind of set up like a base of operations out there, we were going to need those things. And this hunting knife will be really good, because it's a decent weapon, and, you know, it'll let us butcher animals and stuff. Let's see here, what else we need to put in here. The other thing we're going to need to do is get some more... We're going to need to get some water storage solutions here. There we go. Alright. Close that up. I believe we left a pot down here in one of these houses. Okay, so that's closed up. Let's go in here real quick, make sure we're not missing any tools or anything. We're gonna want... I will take the box of screws. And we'll take the hacksaw just in case. Definitely want the gardening trowel, safety glasses, the twine, and we'll take the hand drill. All of that will be useful. There we go. And it was one of these houses had in it a cooking pot full of rotten stew. I don't think it was this one. No. Sadly, it was not. Okay. Can we... Used to, there was a way to pack up furniture. Yeah, so pick up. Gonna pick up this charcoal grill, and we're gonna go put it in our van, because we'll take it with us to our new location. Because it'll be a quick way for us to get a cooking spot set up without having to build one or find the materials to build one. Alright, so let's see here. Where's that charcoal grill? There it is. And let's see here. Let's put the safety glasses, the hacksaw in there. Fine. All that can go in there. There we go. We've still got some space left in there. Beautiful. Let's go see if we can't find this cooking pot, because I'd like to get it cleaned out and put it out in the rain to get some water going here. And we've got one zombie. You can see. See if we can't deal with them. There we go. Zombie dealt with. Let's see here. One of these houses that had the cooking pot. Let's see here. Nothing important on that. Those empty bowls could be useful. We'll take those. We can also fill those up with water. Broom. Lots of stuff there. A lot of this stuff we can also... So part of having the van means we can also come back and go ahead and fill our canteen. Fill our hot water bottle. There we go. Go ahead and fill those up just so we have them. Help if I can steer. There we go. Alright, what about in here? Got some pancake mix we'll take. Sugar cubes we'll take. Take those. Take the frozen hamburger buns. One of the other things that might be good. We don't need the empty glass. Well, actually, we will take the empty glass because we might need it. I don't know if there's any recipes that need it. We'll take the bottle opener as well, just in case. I know this is what we were looking for. Okay, I think that one's busted. That's busted. Okay. We'll smash the window. Remove the glass. Because honestly, with the rain going, we're less likely to encounter a bunch of zombies. We'll take that. Take this fiberglass tape, that could be useful. Same with these screws and these nuts and bolts. I don't know what use they have, but we're going to take them. Take the rubber hose. And we will take this welder's mask, just because that could be useful. Especially if we get into any welding. And we got some nails. Nice. Alright. I'll just pop this, because we don't need anything else out of here. Care about that. Care about that. There's a scream in the distance there. I don't care about the chair. The respirator mask could be useful. Funnel could also be useful. Don't care about the wallpaper. Or the planks, because we'll be able to make all the planks we want in the forest. That's why I have to be careful. That zombie just broke into this house. Just hanging out in here. We will take this rolling pin. We'll take this food. Take this food. I will take this kettle, definitely. Maybe we'll take the corkscrew. I don't know if it's got a use. We'll take these things here, because that's more stuff that we'll have for eating. I guess it wasn't this house with the cooking pot. Unfortunate. So I do see an empty bucket. The empty bucket could be useful. Ooh, we got some new jeans. Yeah, we'll take those. We need to replace our jeans anyways. There we go. Let's go offload this. Aha, I thought I heard another zombie. That one's going to follow us in there. But not anymore. Yeah, okay, so we got a little herd of them. Well, this rain's giving us a good opportunity to get rid of some of these. To allow us to finish kind of looting here. Oh, this one's being stubborn. Alright. No one behind us. There we go. Your friend not going to come over and hang out? That's fine. There we go. Alright. We still got some zombies over there. Still want to know where that stew pot was. Oh, well, we're going to go offload. Stew pot may have been over here. Ooh, we've got a truck over here. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Yeah, there's so much water on the road. We could actually clean our character out here in this rainwater. Yeah, you can see we're even getting wet. Alright, but we're going to get over here. We're going to offload this stuff. I think there's some tools in the back of that other van that we have keys to as well. But that's a later problem. So we're gonna... I think we're gonna put this hot water bottle in here, just because it's extra weight we don't need. So let's see here. We want all of this to go in here. Because we're going to go put this cold stuff inside in the fridge. We are starting to run out of space, though. So, let's see here. That can go in here for now. These can go into here. Yeah, we'll pack up the food later. Especially because we don't have a good way to keep cold stuff cold right now. There we go. Alright, and this thing's actually pretty full. I'll throw this bottle opener in here too. There we go. We gotta close these back doors, because zombies can get into the back seats of vehicles. Which can be a real problem. Alright. We're back in our house. Go to our freezer. Let's see here. All that. Frozen peas. Hamburger buns we'll just put in the... we should also put these mussels in here. We don't want these mussels going bad on us. The hamburger buns we'll just throw in here. There we go. I mean, they don't even need to be refrigerated, honestly. Still confused about why the game has decided to start keeping hamburger buns in the freezer. I know some people that keep bread in the freezer. You know, sure, there's reasons for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and wear these jeans. There we go. So we've got some nice, fresh jeans on. Let's inspect them. No holes. Perfect. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut these up. Because those we'll use to fix the other jeans or even add patches and extra armor. Because once you get your tailoring skill high enough, you can actually add like leather patches and denim patches to things to reinforce them and give them more armor value. Alright, there we go. Now we need to get something to eat here. So we'll eat this piece of fish here. There we go. Another thing we're going to do, go out here, check the back. So we have this natural water source. We're going to wash ourselves real quick. There we go. Alright. Now, we don't want to drink that water because it's not clean. We don't want to make ourselves sick. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and hop into the van here. Yep, door locks are on. That's our trunk looking. Trunk's pretty full. Got this duffel bag in here we can put stuff in. Alright. Cool. So let's look at our map here real quick before we head out. So we're here. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a mark here. So we're going to do this. Okay, add a note. So that's our home base. We'll just remember that's the home base we started in. So let's go find a place to set up camp. Now we did a bunch over here. We know there's chickens over here. So in between here, though, there should be some countryside. So we should either be able to go out Frederick Road here and find a place, or we can go along here and probably find a gas station. So let's go over here to Frederick and go either We'll try and cruise to the main town, but the main thing is we're going to have to be careful. So let's put the key in. There we go. We've got her cranked. I don't like that beeping sound. That's going to be a problem. No, we have to be careful not to run over too many zombies, because hitting zombies is a quick way to damage your car. Same with going off-road and stuff, so you're going to have to be careful what we do here. Alright, so here we are, kind of in the main thoroughfare. So we found the bank. And we've got some laundromats and stuff. Legal services. Large herds in the middle of the road. Again, we don't want to run over too many zombies here. Okay, so I'm not seeing any gas stations, which is what we really want us to look for. That's okay. There's a Spiffos there. We got a bunch of zombies just kind of wandering around here. There's a diner. So we're finding lots of good stuff here. Alright, we found a highway. So let's go kind of to the south here. Like we're going to head over towards Muldraugh. There's a gas station. So it was selling us there's fuel. It was selling us there's fuel at Rosewood. Well, I don't think we're going to have a good time stopping at Rosewood. And for those who may not know, in the States you drive on the right side of the road. Which is why I'm doing this. This is out of habit. Yeah, there we go. What's this? Something. Yeah, it's an advertisement of some sort, a sign of some sort. Alright, so we're going to keep driving along here. Now, there still could be a lot of zombies out in all this, so we're going to have to be careful. We got a dirt road there. Let's check our map real quick. So we are way over here. So if I remember correctly, this dirt road might lead to a farm or something. So let's go investigate real quick. These dirt roads can be a little rough. And it doesn't mean they'll be zombie free either. And the other problem you'll run into is trees and stuff will start to grow up on them. So we're going to have to be careful. And we found 2 dirt roads. Let's go south. This one looks a little less traveled. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, let's get out of this. This is not... I'm not liking this road. That road is not going to be a good road to drive on. This van is not liking this off-roading. Let's turn our headlights on. I also feel like we're losing traction here, as it is being real slow. Yeah. Yeah, let's get off this dirt road. This van is not wanting to turn. Does not like this turning. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some gas soon. It's complaining about the gas situation. That's okay. So we'll just get back out on the highway. We know where there's some gas stations. We know there's at least one in Muldraugh. Getting to it and clearing it out might be a bit of a problem. There's supposed to be some. They're less in the middle of town, hopefully. There we go. Back on the road. Nope. Zombie in the middle of the road. We want to avoid those. Also, not running them over. We don't want them to run over or catch up to the van too much. That could be a problem. I don't know why there's a herd this far out. Let's see here, because we're going to have to find gas soon. Let's take a look around, see if we see anything. We're not seeing anything. Let's check our map real quick. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're still kind of far. We're south of Muldraugh, basically. We're going to be. Assuming this is south. We don't really have a compass direction on this. Okay, let's keep going this way. Because I kind of want to get kind of north of Muldraugh and over there near... Okay, so that's a zombie eating somebody. I was wondering what was going on there. Now, there's a river that runs kind of north of Muldraugh, and I kind of want to get over to it. Now, we can sleep in the car if we need to. So we may have to do that this first night, which is fine. Oh, that is a large herd right there. That's one of the problems you can start to run into, is herds will start to migrate around the map over time. So there's no way to truly be safe. Well, I mean, there are ways to kind of truly be safe long term. They can be boring. And you'll start to run into problems eventually. Oop, don't want to hit that zombie. That would be a quick way to have a wreck and damage our nice car. Ooh, just dodge that one. Let's go this way. There we go. We got a diner. Getting some signs of civilization here. We have a gas station maybe near the diner? Because that's what I'd like to see. Because a diner is a sign of civilization. Potentially a gas station nearby, I'd hope. Let's see here, what's up here? We got gas lines of some sort, so this looks like construction out here. But there could be gas near here. Well, we might be able to siphon gas out of these cars. We have a rubber hose. Let's see if we can get through the parking lot here. Not really sure what we're looking at. Definitely drawn some attention, though. Let's over this way. What have you got here? Not sure what this is, but let's not hit the fence. Let's do a little loop in the parking lot here. Is it seeing some more Come on. Let me by. Alright. Seeing some more stuff down this way. And some cars. Okay, this is some sort of large building. None of these are gas stations. But there's a lot of what looks like maybe industrial or commercial. I'm not sure which. Let's move on. It's a good sign, though. Here we go. There's definitely some sort of industrial area. So we're probably on the outskirts of Muldraugh. I had to guess. It looks like they were doing some construction out this way or something. What is this? I am not sure. I don't think I've been to this area before. Alright, let's see here. Do we have anybody close by? Let's check our map real quick. Let's see where we are at. Yeah, this is some sort of industrial area. But there is some retail and commercial. So those were retail and commercial. So one of those may have been the gas station, but we're running kind of low on gas, so we're going to have to solve that gas problem real soon. It's also getting kind of late into the evening. Our character's going to have to find somewhere kind of safe to pull off the road. And with the amount of zombies we've been seeing in this area, I guarantee there's more around. There was one right there, eating a person. Let's see here. Let's stop here for a second. We're going to look around. Let's see where we're at. So we're here on Inferno Road. So Muldraugh is down this way. So we should look for a turnoff. Because you know there's a gas station right there. You know, getting to it is going to be a bit of a problem. But let's see if we can't find a place with some gas pumps. Now remember, my character has a Sunday driver perk, so I'm not driving as fast as you can get up to in this game. Which is good, because the Sunday driver perk, honestly, is not that big of a deal if you ask me. Because if you're driving that fast, you're asking to have a wreck in this game. Okay, so we've made that turn. We're heading towards Muldraugh proper here. Oh yeah, so this is going to take us in, like, right around here somewhere. You pass anything? Some side roads. I think... Yeah, so this takes you to a lumber camp, if I remember correctly, that I've used as a base before. It's not bad, and it's pretty secure, but it's a little outside of town. The problem is it's a little resource poor for certain things. You're kind of far away from things like a water source. Like our character's getting thirsty already. So let's see here. Let's grab... Where's that hot water bottle? Okay, so let's throw that in our inventory there real quick. So our canteen's empty. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But there we go. That'll get us back up to speed on water, so our character's not thirsty. That's why I filled that up. Yeah, I think this is actually the road that goes to that McCoy lumber camp. Yeah. Now, it wouldn't be a bad place to go set up a little camp if it wasn't for the fact that we would have to clear it of zombies right now. Let's see here. How are we looking? Where are we at map-wise? Okay, so we're close. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to pull down the road just a little bit here. I'm going to get to this intersection, I think. Yeah, we're going to get right here. We're going to turn off the car. And then we're going to grab the gas can. Let's see here. We'll leave the denim strips here. Go on, denim strips. Can't go into any of that. We'll put them in our bag then. One of these can go in our bag just so we don't have two in our inventory. Okay. There we go. We're going to take this gas can. We're going to work our way down to this gas station that's over here. Kind of near where our older character died. So let's make sure... So we remember, we're parked right up here. Okay, so we're going to be careful. Because we know that this area was pretty badly infested. But if we can get down here and get some gas... Yep, see, there's one zombie right there. Here's another one. That one's, I think, noticed us. Let's go ahead and deal with this one here. The main problem is we can't see through these trees, and there could be more. Yep, I was right, there are. Okay, so let's see here. Now, they're following us. But we're going to have to approach this carefully. Okay, that one's noticed us. You have to keep an eye on the left here. There we go. Anybody else? No. Alright, you all want to come over here? Make sure that we gonna have to keep an eye on our surroundings. Because with as many zombies are in this area, it could be very easy for one to get up behind us. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh. Whiffed that first swing. There we go. Okay. And we'll take this magazine just because that will give us something to read. Nope, nothing of interest on that note. Nothing of interest there. Okay. How's this car? This car is in awful shape. Uh-oh. Got somebody over here. The other thing you have to be careful with is the zombies can technically, like, get up under cars. Ooh, here we go. Oh, look at that. We are going to take this with us. What do we have here? We have this trauma bag. Gurney. Oh, man. Okay, nothing. Medical shears we'll take. Okay, let's get out. So let's remember, we've got a huge stash of medical supplies right there. Let's see, what do we got over here? Yeah, we got a bunch of zombies over here near the gas station, which I'm not surprised by. Remember, this is a persistent world, so we definitely came through this area with our friend, who's no longer with us. So we'll fill up this empty gas can. Let's do this quickly before we get noticed. There we go. We pulled it off. We got gas. Okay. Get out of here. Let's equip secondary. There we go. That'll make it easier for us to carry and less encumbering. So we now got gas. Now ideally we would want to fill up the truck or the van and refill our gas can. So let's go do that. We should probably also figure out a weapon that we can use one-handed. Make sure no zombies here. So actually, let's just do that. Let's equip it in the primary. That way we can use the baseball bat one-handed. It's not as effective, but it will still work. It's not in great condition, but it's been in worse. Alright. So let's do... add gasoline from our gas can. There we go. Nice. All right, let's see how we're doing on fuel. We're pretty good. We got a lot more gas than we did have. Let's turn off the lights before we kill the battery here, because I don't know if that's a thing. So let's turn the lights off. There we go. Yep, battery's still fine. So that got us to just over a quarter of a tank, so we're going to do another trip here. I equipped it in both hands. Let's do secondary. And we'll do primary. That way we can have both, just because we want both. I want to try and get this thing filled up and get us an extra gas can. So we're going to do a bit of back and forth here, but it'll be alright, because we're going to be mobile, which will give us a lot of options. So let's just be careful. Just gotta be careful. Those zombies are slowly shuffling. That one's got a bag on its back. Keep an eye out over there. They're kind of meandering towards our van area, but if we're careful, fill the gas can. Alright. We're doing good. Now the main thing is, at some point, the power will go out and the gas pumps will stop working. So before then, we're going to have to find a generator, and we're going to have to bring it down here and set it up to keep the gas pumps powered. That way we have a source of gasoline. We're also going to have to learn how to use a generator, because that's not something your character just knows how to do right off the bat. But okay, how are we doing on water? Water's going to become a problem soon. I mean, we could get into the gas station and likely get some water. So let's try... Alright, let's go ahead and fill this thing up, this beast up one more time here. Nope, come on. Add gasoline. There we go. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get in this car. Doors are locked. Alright. How are we looking? Yeah, we're at over half tank. That's good. So let's see here. Let's try to sleep. I think we could try to sleep in the car. Can't we? Yeah, I thought we could. Alright. Let's hit Z. Okay, so Z lets you move between different seats in the car, so let's cancel that. Alright. Well, we'll check our map. Because we now know this is a gas station. So let's put a good sign there so we know that we can get gas there. But just so we know. Yes. There we go. Cool. Alright. So now let's figure out where we want to go to spend the night, since apparently that's not going to work out for us. We can't just sleep in the car like I'd want to do. And we know that those chickens are like down here. If we want to try rescuing the chickens. Not that Bo knows about the chickens. Let's see here. Let's see here. Skills. How are we doing on skills here? Carving's about the same, which is not surprising. Fitness and strength are both slowly increasing. Our light-footed and sneaking are increasing nicely. We haven't really done much in the way of, like, survival stuff. We're starting to get some XP in long blunt from using the baseball bat. And maintenance is continuing to increase. Health overall is good. Protection's still not great, but it's better than it was. Temperature, we're a little on the hot side, but that's okay. Can we sleep now? No, it's not going to let us sleep here. Alright. I didn't bring any food with me. That, in hindsight, was a terrible, terrible situation. Ah, goodness. And our character's also pretty tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this book. And we'll fast forward a little bit. See if our character gets tired enough to sleep. Because I think I have to be ridiculously tired. Alright. We're almost done with this book, though. There we go. Finally done with that book. Oh, pardon me. Didn't mean to sneeze there. Okay, so let's read this one. Okay, we can't read that one yet. Okay, we'll also put this book here in this bag. Alright, let's take this empty gas can and we're going to put it in the bed of the truck. Why can't I put that in the bed of the truck now? Oh. Interesting. Well, we'll put it in here then. And I kind of suspect that the Adding the fuel has reduced the amount of carry capacity the truck has. We can research what we can do with this kettle, though. And what do we learn? What crafting recipes can we use this in? Oh, we can use this to make butter. And gravy. And purified water. There's a surprising number of uses for this. But what we can do is we'll get out and we will... Okay. Tired. Let's get our baseball bat. We are going to attempt to get down here to the gas station to deal with this whole water and food situation, because they will have water and food down there. And there goes a coyote or a wolf or something in the game. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to go into sneak mode here, so that we keep working on our sneaking. It's a good thing our character has, like, cat eyes, so that we can see better at night. So we got our zombie friend down here who's milling about. One zombie friend's okay. The main problem is whether or not the gas station is full of zombie friends. We see two. Okay. Well, his friend just noped out. I hear somebody. I think it's them over there. There's some back there too. Crap. And, well, our chances to get food and all just went up in flames, effectively. Yep, we're out, we're out, we're out. Okay. Good news is the zombie seems to not have noticed us, thanks to the alarm. So we'll take that as a mild win. And just make our way back over here. Knowing that the gas station is now going to be flooded with zombies. That's going to be a real problem. Okay. We are going to have to find something to eat and drink here real fast. How much water do we get? The kettle. Okay. Okay, hold on. There we go. So we have some water. Now... Crazy idea. Because honestly, as annoying as the food situation is, the water situation is going to be a bigger problem. So let's do this real quick. We're just going to have an impromptu barbecue here. I just need something I can burn. This is very dangerous. Like, a stick would be fantastic. Actually, wait a minute. I got stuff I can use as fuel. Hold on. So let's go to here. We will add car zone as fuel. There we go. Nice. We got 15 minutes of fuel. Okay. Hospital technology can be used as fuel. Okay, what else we got? Honestly, the wooden spear. Sorry, wooden spear. I was gonna use you. You were gonna be our friend, but now you're gonna be fuel. Alright. So now, let's see here. We can take our water. We can put it in here. There we go. Now we just need something to light this thing. That's not what I meant. Alright. Did I bring any matches with me? Or was I a fool? Oh, I can use this to make a drill plank. I'd only brought a drill. Alright. So let's search for... that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. Let's see here. Bow. Good. Look at this drill plank here. Okay, so let's see. Can't craft. Too dark to craft and requires a surface. Okay, that's fine. What other survival stuff do we have? So let's figure this out. We're gonna figure out a way to get this thing lit. I don't want all. I want... maybe it's miscellaneous. So there's drill plank. Break glass, unpack tent. We don't want any of that. Only I'd grabbed a lighter. The best laid plans, right, folks? Alright. So let's go back to searching now that it's set up. Oh, we found something. What did we find? Nope, nothing we care about. And... what's this? I mean, we'll take the wild rosemary. We'll eat the wild rosemary. Okay, that's helping with our hunger a little bit. Not really anything else. What do we got here? What do we got? This is... we'll take the camphor. That's great. What do we got here? I don't care about millipede. Here we go. Take the twigs. There's... take the large branch. Because the large branch we can use to make, I think, a drill plank. Get this fire started. Also take these twigs. And discard the millipede. I keep forgetting. We have the skills for foraging, because we know what plants are and what are edible, so we can actually do this and get our food situation sorted. And actually, what we can also do is take a caffeine pill. Let's see if that helps with our tiredness. What do we got? We got caterpillar. I don't want the caterpillar. Oh, what do we got over here? We don't want the cockroach. What you got? We got another caterpillar. Lots of caterpillars. Be great if I was fishing. More twigs. Alright, so we're getting better at foraging and fast, which is fine. What do we got? It's just another caterpillar. Our character is getting tired, though. Foraging is also slightly exhausting. Yeah, we'll take the stone. There we go. Let's turn this off. Okay. We're very hungry and thirsty. Oh man, we might have to risk it. We might have to get to the. At this point, we might just have to make a run for the gas station and try it. Okay, let's see here. Fuel, twigs, all. There we go. Okay, that was real dangerous. That's why I don't really want to make a run on the gas station. I'm this tired, this hungry. Alright, we're just gonna have to try and sneak in there. There's so many of them. Alright. Let's grab the van. Maybe we can use the van to draw them away. There's one in the trees over there. Actually, at this point, it might be faster for us to just drive home. Yeah, that one's found us. Is it the only one? This is not how you want to fight a zombie. Jeez. That zombie did not want to go down. Alright. Let's get in the van. We'll leave the barbecue. It's not that critical to our plan. We gotta find a place where we can get some food and water. If I remember correctly, yeah, there's a zombie here. There's like a little hot dog stand or something around here. There's someone screaming. Oh, that's a slight problem. This road is blocked. Alright, plan B. We're going to use the van to clear out the zombies. We'll blow the horn. Come on, zombies. Let's see here. Passing all kinds of places I'd love to stop, but they seem a little busy. Oh, don't tell me. Ooh. Oh, thank God. I think we might have just saw... Nope, there's some zombies in here. Okay. Come on, zombies. Come on. Don't you beat my van. Everybody that wanted to come say hi? Oh, here comes a few more. Don't you attack my van. Stay away from my van. And everybody? I'm getting a little careless and a little aggressive just because this food situation has gotten so desperate at this point. Alright. Alright, who else is still over here? Got one over there. Come on. Come on. This is a fight for survival at this point. You're between me and food and water. Okay. You gonna come over here? Come on. You're also between me and food and water. There we go. How we doing? How we doing? Okay. All right. Drink. Fill all of that. Oh, goodness. We'll take the soap just because we can. With rubber gloves. We'll take the potato. Leave it. Ooh. We'll eat this cookie. That was something. We'll take the recipe as well. Alright, what do we got here? Sugar packets, sugar cubes. We'll take them. They are food in a pinch. The sugar, the brown sugar. Oh, man. Knife, empty glass. Fridge? Fridge, you got some... Oh, thank goodness. Eat the banana. And we will take... Actually, take all that. Because I don't think that's going to go bad. We'll also go ahead and eat this cherry. And we'll leave the cow's milk for now. These shouldn't need to be refrigerated. Alright. Alright. Things could be worse. Alright, so large industrial sink. Alright, what do we got over here? Maple syrup. Again, that is food, technically. It's not a good food. Oh, we've got some empty pots. Because we can use those to take care of our water situation. Alright, what we got? Anything else? Yeah, those scrambled eggs are rotten. We don't want those. Same with those waffles. And those pancakes. Alright. I don't know who's... I don't like that dark area back there. Okay. We have survived the food and water situation. We've gotten some food and water to go with us. Actually, what I could do... And we don't really have the space for it. Alright, so let's continue on. There we go. Alright, so what we can do now, we can head a little further out of town to a little safer location to set up our base camp. Or at least to sleep anyways. And as I said, I'm not super worried about that charcoal grill. We can always make a different solution. Or find another charcoal grill. So right now, the job is survive. Okay. Let's see here. We've got one zombie in front of us. We are way out this direction. What we might do is pull off here. Look around. Not seeing anybody. Can we sleep? Let's see. Can I? Nope. Looks like we got someone who's found us. Well, maybe not. Nope, now they've noticed us. When I turned to look at them, they noticed us. Alright, we're gonna have to find somewhere safe to sleep. What we might do is go back to that McCoy logging camp area. Because it's one of those that if you can clear it out, it's pretty safe to live at. And again, we'll not be too far from town here, so we can come and get gas and stuff. And we'll slowly but surely kind of just clear this area out. I almost hit a couple zombies there. Gotta be careful. You hit a zombie going like 30 miles an hour. Oh, goodness. Oh, God. And that, folks, is why you have to be very careful while driving, because I nearly wrecked the car. Really badly. At least the music's appropriately dramatic. Yep, they can have the grill. But we're going to go out this way. I don't think they'll follow us this far. Oh, God. We are having all kinds of driving problems today. Good news is we got lots of cars we can, like, pull parts off if we need to. Let's see here. We're way up here. Woodhall Road. Still at McCoy, so it should be, like, right up here, I believe. What we'll do is we're going to pull off to the side here, folks. Like, right over here. Here we go. Turn off the car. Let's get out. We're still hungry, so let's eat this fruit jam. There we go. That'll get us topped off food-wise, and now we're also going to... Let's see here. There we go. Tent. Unpack the tent. Where are you? I'm gonna place the tent right here. Let's grab one of the sleeping bags as well. Sleeping bag. Just grab one of these cheap ones. There we go. Unpack. How do I place... Oh, there it is. R. What's my rotate button? Okay, it's E. Nope. Ah, goodness. Here I am. Just... Okay. Place. And R. No. Okay. Rotate. Oh, whatever. We'll just sleep on the ground. Yes. Alright, folks. We've slept on the ground. We're going to pick up our tent. We're going to pack it. And then I think we'll move from here. I think we'll move on to the lumber camp, because it will be a good base of operations until we can kind of get going where we want to go. So let's throw that in there. There we go. We're going to pick this up as well. We're going to close up the back here. And get in the van so we don't end up with a zombie. I'm gonna research this real quick. And we will pack it. There we go. We're going to throw that in here. Alright, folks. We're going to call this episode there for now. I want to thank you all for joining me in the continuation of Bo Fisk's story. And we've made it out of Rosewood. We've made it all the way to Muldraugh, where we managed to get gas for the car. We've had a harrowing night of survival with fighting, using the last bits of our strength because of my poor planning about keeping Bo's food situation and water situation in good stead. Failed horribly at that. But we have survived, and we've moved forward, and we are closer to finding a more permanent home for Bo. So, thank you all for joining me. This has been Thalen McRon playing Project Zomboid Build 42.11. And if you like these videos, and if you like these stories of survival, and just seeing how long the characters last, make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, leave comments. I love getting your comments. You know, they help me out, as well as they give me ideas of things to do in the future. And I want to say thank you to my Patreons, who also throw a little bit of extra cash my way to help support this activity and all that. And of course, I always want to thank you, my wonderful viewers who watch these videos. Thank you all so much, and you all have a great one.